ain't even nothing personal.
I ain't gonna take it personal.
So don't you take it personal.
I might take it personal.
But either way it go,
You are now tuning in with
The It's Nothing Personal podcast.
But we had a conversations that matter to the culture.
what's good, family?
What's
You're now
goody,
tuning in
let's
to the It's Nothing Personal podcast. You know we got the bag. We got your boy Kendrick. You feel me? Big brother Quise.
Big brother.
You know it's TKO, aka DJ Chosen. Hey man, we got the Battlefield this Friday.
This
23rd,
Friday.
9 p.m. $33 for the artist, $6 if you want to pull up and watch, man. Y'all pull up, show some love, show some support. Come have a good time with us.
Be square.
You know we got your host, Big Brother Quise, in the building.
Shit
and you know it's going down.
Bring your A+ game, man.
Aqua Business the place to be, 704 East Academy Street. What you waiting on?
Hey, this Friday. Come on with it, man.
Don't miss it.
Get with it or get ran the over, man.
What you telling Lightfoot?
Hey, be there, be square.
Come in peace.
Or leave with the police.
Oh, what's the other one? Leave and what?
Leave in pieces.
He says.
However you want it,
Several.
So welcome everybody to another edition of the It's Nothing Personal podcast. We are very happy to have you with us tonight. Big Brother Quise, DJ Chosen, Kendrick Samaj, and your boy Lightfoot on the boards. We in here kicking it, man. Is everybody doing well tonight? Everybody in good spirits? Mind right? Body, soul?
Man.
All right. I'm doing well myself. So tonight we're gonna have a controversial conversation.
Uh-oh.
It's controversial because it comes with controversy, and it's about one of the biggest music moguls in our culture. If you've been living under a rock, I don't see how you can still miss this information. But Sean Puffy Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka P Diddy, all of those different names, Sean John is currently on trial for a plethora of adult transgressions, we'll say it like that. And the internet is really set ablaze with this conversation, especially right now. If you didn't know, the accuser is Cassie Ventura. I got it right. Cassie Ventura. She used to date Sean Diddy Combs back in the early 2000s, and they had a public romance where they would go out to different events and, you know, show themselves off like the stars typically do. But little did we know, it was debauchery going on behind the scenes.
Hibachi?
Debauchery. Debauchery. You know, hedonism at its worst. The devil in the flesh, as they say. And you look at some of these pictures, man, bro looks almost demonic. It's kind of scary. I don't know if it's a sketch artist or what.
Bro, they said they got the wrong Diddy.
I ain't finna get into that.
Allegedly.
I ain't heard that one.
Man.
I believe.
They said they got the wrong Diddy. I don't know.
Man.
That shit crazy. I was like, what?
But see, you know, him being, I believe, in his late 50s.
Yeah. And not able to
put all that. Yeah, he can't put all that shit on his face and in his hair.
Okay.
So I can see why he would be sitting in jail.
Straight up.
And his hair's gray because it's probably already gray.
It already been gray.
It's always been
Straight
gray.
up.
So,
what they call that shit? What that men hair spray?
I
forgot the name of that shit. Yeah, he ain't got none of that spray on.
Yeah, he ain't using that damn.
He in the jungle.
He ain't using that Beijing. He using
that's what it is.
He using that comb in for men type stuff.
Yeah, for men.
Yeah.
That's the name of it. Nah, he ain't got that on the stove.
Yeah.
He got that on the stove, my dog.
But right now, man, he's the trial started this week and
Last week,
excuse me, and several people have taken a stand and said some just terrible things. I'll be honest, I haven't been indulging much in this case because I knew what was going to be in there.
Yeah.
The most, I guess, the most polarizing conversation within this conversation is what people are saying when it comes to Cassie's willingness to participate.
Yeah.
So within our conversation tonight, that is definitely something that we have to touch on. So that's what we're talking about tonight, the Diddlers situation, one of the greatest supervillains of our time, allegedly. And
Got to tell him no.
you know, and that's what Cat Williams said. He did say, it was the beginning of last year when Cat Williams said all this stuff was going to come out. And here we are.
Prophecy for a feeling, man.
That's crazy, you know. And he verbatim said, P. Diddy likes to party, and you got to tell him no.
Straight up.
That's what he said, word for word,
Straight up.
2 years ago. So, that's crazy. So without further ado, man, let's get into this conversation, man. Like, what do y'all see happening? Like, how does it make y'all feel? What are y'all opinions on what's cracking, man, with this P. Diddy and Cassie Ventura battle?
Man, I think the man too motherfucking rich. He just too motherfucking rich. He just too
Man.
motherfucking rich. He done it all. He done seen it all. She trying shit, man.
Yeah. they done experienced, and to that extent, yeah, they done experienced it all, man. Like that ego, that power. But then again, me personally, I feel like he being thrown under the bus. I don't feel like he is the puppet master in this situation. Me personally. Because as I ain't gonna say as we all know, cause we personally don't know, but yeah, he rich as fuck, but we ain't the ones that control the game over them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to the control.
That speed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause we put the asses in the seats,
Yeah.
but they control the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do feel like if it come down to it and shit don't go in his favor, he gon' really whip the rabbit out the hat.
Yeah.
And lay it out.
It's really bigger than me.
Yeah, it's way bigger than him.
Nino Brown.
Man, it's way bigger. And that what I feel like he gonna do. If push come to shove, he gonna Nino Brown the game.
Yeah, he done seen it done before, so he know how to do it.
Straight up.
In this situation, he really has nothing to lose. He has to.
Man.
Shit.
But there's been a threat of that before.
You remember the list?
Recently, that was the Epstein list, and he, miraculously died.
Straight
in the
up.
cell. So, when it comes to stuff like this, man, and what's crazy to me is that it don't seem like it's hidden anymore. You can go online and see everybody doing everything. So I be tripping on why if it's a trial. I mean, we saw the nigga beat her up in the elevator at the hotel lobby. We saw him leave her in a bloody mess in a blanket in a hotel room by the window. And a host of other things that came out that just look questionable. You got the Justin Bieber tape where he had Justin Bieber up in some weird house in the mountains, just him and Justin
finna
Bieber.
go buck. Wow.
Yeah, he like, but we can't talk
At
about what we
15.
finna do, but we finna have some fun. We finna have a good time.
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about? So,
Child, man.
or it's just me in the podcast space. Did y'all see the Drink Champs?
Yeah.
With Diddy, Jada
Fab.
Kiss, and Fab, and how he
We
was talking to
party,
Fab,
man.
and Fab was looking uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and Nori and Jada was looking like, yeah, he wouldn't dare say no shit like that.
Straight up.
The look in their eyes was he wouldn't dare talk to me like that.
Straight up.
But Fab was, he couldn't sit still, itchy, and he was like, "What's going on, Daddy?" Talking to a grown man like that. He done got drunk and then started,
Hey,
"What's
no.
up, Daddy? Let's party. You don't
Wow.
want to party with me no more."
The
I like that.
spirits.
I like when you talk like that.
Yeah.
Nori and Jada, and we already know how Jada get down.
Oh yeah.
It's documented that he done about killed Puff. So
Straight up.
let's let it be known that them three are the realest niggas walking. If you ask me,
Straight up.
the Locks,
Yeah, they laid it out how you mentioned it. How goddamn Puff tried them to a certain extent and shit, they stood on 10.
They stood on 10. He called in, I think it was in a Breakfast Club, and he called in trying to bully him, and they was like, nah, well, why can't we talk? Well, we'll pull up on you right now. Where are you? We'll leave this shit and come to you right now if it's that real. So, yeah, them some of the realest niggas ever. But back to the point, the dude that showed all this shit before, we done seen it. Whether they trying to stick some money out of them or not, we can't say that we don't know how the industry works. You know what I'm saying? We done heard the story. We old enough to have seen it, heard it all. The Illuminati, stuff like
Straight
that.
up.
So,
and that's why I feel like it's a whole lot more to it. Like I said, I don't feel like he's the puppet master. Did y'all see the what's that podcast? Shit. Dang, Earn Your Leisure, where he took a shot where he was talking about the Deleon brand, because clearly it's not his. But he was they did a live, and he was the guest, and he was talking about how the Deleon brand, how he was trying to gain more ownership in it, and he was like, long story short, he took a trip to Mexico. They were supposed to set aside the grapes and stuff for his brand. You know what I'm saying? He took the trip to Mexico to check on the operation, and he got there and see there wasn't even a gross set aside for his brand, but all of these other Caucasian brands, they had their production in process. And basically he was saying like how they was just trying to belittle him, and he was putting emphasis on the fact of the black man wasn't getting treated fair in this situation.
I remember that. I do remember.
And shit, after that, that's when, he took a shot.
A bunch of angry birds.
Straight up.
Yeah.
You got a point. He did make a big fuss about that.
He struck the bear.
And it, kind of seemed like everything fell apart after that. But, I mean, and I ain't absolving nobody of no bullshit like this. But if you're going to get one, I think you should get them all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's no, to me, if we talk about true justice, I don't see no justice being served here.
Nah, it ain't no justice. It's the fact of it's the levels to the ego.
Yeah.
Their ego is much more bigger than his, and he, like Nigga Bourne said, you strike the king, you gotta kill him.
Yeah, you do have to do that. Yeah, you do. And man, like he walk like a nigga who think he untouchable.
Yeah.
Talk like a nigga who think he untouchable. And all jokes aside, he has been untouchable for all our lives. Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We done all seen Diddy get away with nigga murder.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, he paid it
The
off.
whole industry done basically painted him out to be who they saying he is
100%.
over all of these years.
Yes. I remember seeing that clip a long time ago. He made a deal, I think it was with MTV, and he was on the phone with him, and he was like, yeah, thank you, sir. And then when he hung up the phone, he slammed that shit. Just raged out. And you know what I'm saying? They sell that as like conquering.
Yeah.
A man conquering. But the way he was talking and throwing shit out, like, yeah, that nigga, that crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga is pure crazy. Like, straight up. There's something wrong with him. Man, here we are, man. And the weirdest thing about me was that picture of him making that heart. Did y'all see him doing the heart sign?
Yeah.
While Cassie was on the stand crying?
Yeah.
That's weird, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's regardless of the optics and politics of it, man. You can still see it. Come on, man, dude. He ain't normal. But how can you be normal when you've been in the industry that long?
Straight up.
You look at some of these women that have been in the industry, like Dawn Richardson from En Vogue. She's living in her car now, but when she makes her content, she still has that face
That
of
look.
a celebrity, that conversation. She's still there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and shit, when you get in that shit, bro, like Corey Hogan talk about it a lot. It's things you got to do to be there.
Yeah.
It's things you have to give up, sacrifices you got to make.
Your integrity for one, man.
Yeah. So if anyone is this big in that type of industry, he he got to be desensitized to sexual deviancy at least. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
And that's crazy, man.
That's a weird place over there, man. And for one, I ultimately believe for us to be successful, because I always go back to the fact of them people, man, they sense of power over us is always going to be manipulation, and they have to wear their power over us on their sleeve, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so the first thing that they have to strip someone of coming from our culture is their integrity, belittle them. You know what I'm saying? If a person take your integrity, they take your whole pride system, your whole means of integrity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even though you've conquered all of these so-called accomplishments, you're still empty on the inside.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's their reward for rewarding you.
Yeah.
And I feel like that shit is like, that's just how it goes over there, man.
You know, and on the flip side, you know, we're speaking about someone who's definitely been the victim of some form of SA, you know, and, you know, domestic violence. So when you look at the situation, you see things that sometimes look like they were, you know, someone wanted to do something or not, and you got a question like, well, some of the text messages, it looks like she initiated some of the stuff.
Yeah.
And a big conversation is, you know, well, Diddy's innocent. Now, I don't believe that he's innocent of what they trying him on, because it's just too much damn evidence that I've seen with my own eyes.
What exactly is he being charged?
He on a one-man RICO, first of all.
True.
A one-man RICO. Like, the Young Thug RICO, that was a state RICO. You know what I'm saying? Georgia won, and I don't think there's many other states that have a state RICO system. Like, RICO is the federal, you know, they created that for the mob.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Racketeering, like, calling an organization, basically a gang making, what's the word I'm looking for? A group of people who doing illegal businesses, throwing their power around and conquering illegally, you know what I'm saying, for a monetary gain, for a personal gain. Like, basically that's what the RICO is, but this a one-man RICO. Like, I ain't never seen that before.
His charges are racketeering conspiracy, trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, transportation to engage in professional adult activity. So he's basically transporting. I mean, the stuff he's doing, bro, like the girl basically got taken advantage of by multiple guys when she was unconscious. All kind of weird stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and with racketeering, these charge alleges that he ran a criminal enterprise through his businesses, including Bad Boy Entertainment, and used firearms, threats of violence, coercion, and verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse to fulfill his desires, according to his prosecutors. The trafficking, force, fraud, and coercion is he's accused of using force, fraud, coercion, or recruit, harbor, and transport individuals for the purpose of engaging in commercial acts. Transportation to engage in professional adult activity. The charge relates to the alleged transportation of individuals across state lines with the intent that they engage in professional adult activity. So, at the end of the day, man, with the stuff they got,
that's a freak ass nigga.
Yeah, that's definitely what we have been saying or seeing. You know, he's a freak.
Oh man.
Hey, public. When it comes to that, like, take heed to that trafficking law, cause I done seen it a lot online where simply how they say getting flew out, and like those things could be considered as sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying? Your purpose of flying her out, yeah,
It's to hit that ass.
Yeah,
You violate.
they can, yeah,
Alright.
straight up.
Yeah.
And you know how it go, like, an accuser doesn't even have to have factual evidence to place charges on you. So man, we gotta look alive, man.
TK, you've been very quiet. You've been very quiet.
I don't got nothing to say on this conversation.
Why not?
Stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, it's really tricky out here in this world, man. Like, this is a case of enormous attachment to egotistical.
Damn, Twan, you going crazy.
Have it from the night.
Ways, man, that ultimately lead a person to messed up situations, man. Like when you overindulge in pleasure and ego, you're gonna crash.
Like, but at the end of the day, we blame Diddy because that's what the fuck we supposed to do. But this motherfucker done it all, bro. He had something to do with killing Tupac. Everybody love Tupac. So when you've been a villain, when you've been evil, when you've had the world in your hands, all you do is keep it in your hands. You don't think about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You don't think about if this gonna hurt their feelings, if this too much for them to bear. Only thing you think about, you know, like you said, your ego and what makes you happy.
Yeah.
So if we got that much power, if we put ourselves in Diddy's shoes, what the fuck would we do? I'm not saying we would go to that extreme, because like you just said, he's a wild nigga.
Yeah,
so it's
man.
gonna take a lot to beat that wild nigga. He just end up with that much power being that wild nigga.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna be a different type of nigga than they would broke or content. But Diddy got more. Diddy make your whole life disappear if he wanted to.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That check make your whole life disappear.
He blew up
So
Kid Cudi car. I mean,
You feel me? So he can do whatever the fuck he really want to,
he
man.
could.
He could.
He can't no more.
He could until he struck
He
the
fucked
belt.
up. Nah, yeah, he fucked up.
You gotta think about how long ago that was when he did that to this girl. So that's obviously a catalyst.
That man been running a long time. Like at this point, he probably like, they got my ass. They got my ass.
Shaking
Damn.
in his boot.
Damn, he not scared, bro.
He don't look
He not
scared.
mad.
Well, I can't say I know just from the
Bro,
images from the terrible
he had
sketch
his
artist.
run. He been running for 40 years.
Yeah.
He know it was time gonna come. He know he was gonna strike
I don't
out.
feel like it was gonna come if he didn't ever take a shot at his overhead.
But what I'm saying was, he got so fed up, he got so whatever, till he was like, all right, I'm gonna try this one.
Yeah.
He had done it
His
all.
shit had he got too big.
He ain't get too big. He was as big as he wanted to be. He wanted to be bigger.
Yeah.
He had got bored.
Yeah.
So that was his playing field. Like, we get bored, we might go drive fast.
Yeah.
You know, you get bored, you might want to go jump in the river and, you know, see how far you can go out and come back. Like, you know, you get bored, you might want to do some. This motherfucker get bored, he want to poke the big bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He done it all. He done rode the four-wheelers. He done drove fast. He done been on the scat pads. He done really the
He
fucking.
climbed out the back of that Maybach. We still don't know where he went in bigger video. He just climbed out the back of a moving car.
Maybach.
Still don't know where he went.
We talking about a Maybach. If we
Yeah.
talking about the car,
Yeah, he
he
climbed
done
out the
done
back.
it all. He wanted to poke at the big bear. It didn't go his way. Odell Beckham ain't
that's
caught
what
every
happened.
one-handed catch.
Straight
Right.
up.
It could have
Right.
went his fucking way
But
when
it
he
didn't.
poked at the bear. It could have, because everything else has. But it has a limit.
Yeah.
You got to be stopped.
And he
that's
jumped the
just
chain of command.
And that's what he did. They
Yeah.
stopped him.
That's
They
what
parked
happened.
his ass. And now he's sitting there like, God damn, they parked my ass.
I feel like he
I'm
had
telling
an
you, he
illusion
not
of
mad,
power
bro.
that wasn't there.
He knew it was his time. He knew his time would come after he poked at the back. If it went through, he would have tried some bigger shit.
Yeah.
He would have poked at the
He
president.
would have really felt, you know what
feel
I'm
me?
saying?
So it didn't go through. Now he like, I got my lick. That's my lick. Damn. Fuck. I wrecked the car. That's what we did. We all we did was wreck the car.
Yeah.
We got to fix
Spent
the
out,
Hellcat.
goddamn.
You wrecked the motorcycle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but now this nigga crashed out.
He crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And that's just what's going on. Like, he done it all, and this was part of his doing. He'd have got away with it. He'd have tried some bigger shit.
Yeah. So I mean, you're saying, Kendrick, that this is a direct result of him trying to be bigger than what he was. Otherwise, he would have continued to get away
Yeah,
with this
because
bullshit.
look at the facts in the situation. Like you just said, this thing with Cassie is
Yeah, it's
got
old.
dust on it.
Yeah.
It's so old. All these rabbits are coming out of the hat years later. Everything that he's been accused of, that's why they had to hit him with the RICO, so the statute of limitation could withstand
Continue.
the time. You know what I'm saying? Because there's statute of limitations on
A lot of
everything
things.
except
Yeah.
unalive. So, bro, it was being swept up under the rug.
The man ran out of shit to do, cuz.
The first
he
tape
ran
that
out
came
of Ferraris
out-
to drive. He ran out of ships to wreck. He ran out of yachts to fly. He ran out of planes to crash. He ran out of everything to fucking do.
Yeah.
You heard what I said? He ran out of everything to do, cuz.
Man.
He done it all.
Huh?
Yeah.
He done it all, and now he said, "Shit, this my opportunity to get at these dumb motherfuckers. Let me see how it go for me. Ain't motherfucker racked
Man
up."
from Harlem. The Harlem. If we look at the history of the players in the game that we've seen, like they're very flamboyant. They're, you know what I'm saying, they feel like they the biggest in the game. So they
Harlem people.
Yeah. Like you got the Dame
Like-
Dashes, the Diddy's, the Camerons.
I'm probably pretty much sure this is a pretty big room, decent sized room. If Diddy dropped every dollar he owned in this motherfucker, we'll be buried in money, cool? Huh? We'll have
See
to
how
cut-
they did Kanye. Kanye thought overnight he
What
wasn't
the
a
fuck you supposed
billionaire
to tell
again.
a person like that, man? What the fuck you supposed to do besides lock a motherfucker up like that, man?
You tell
Hope
him,
you get
I'll
touched.
show you. That's
Yeah,
what this is.
that's what they
I'll
did.
show you.
Yeah, they did. They did. And they think they did anyway. We don't know how far his money stretching. We don't know what his money doing.
don't
The
stretch
trial
it
coming up, though.
Trial
What's
is
going on now?
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
projected to
Well,
be 8 weeks.
I'm
We
saying-
in week 2.
He gonna be convicted or not.
It's gonna cost.
I don't believe
You don't think
he
he
gonna
got
be convicted, but I believe his brand, his name is so tarnished that he'll never shake back from it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't believe he gonna be.
But look though, it's okay, cause it's a new beginning. I done it all.
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe he gonna get that new beginning like as
for
P
him.
Diddy, Sean Combs, the
Yeah.
mogul.
He finna try some shit, cuz. Like, this is part of him being bored. This is all going in line with it, bro.
You know they blackball people.
Straight
Like,
up.
They'll lock you out where you can't have it.
At this point, cuz, all right, this us. All right, after we done fucking crashed the motorcycle, we done wrecked this bike. This us going out to Jamaica, going out to Australia. You ever been Jamaica, Australia?
I've been to Australia.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
That's dope as fucking.
Yeah, it's nice.
Man,
It's
you
nice.
see koala bear shitting in your toilet.
Not in my toilet. I did see koala bear, but
I'm
not
talking
sitting in my
that bitch will
toilet.
wake up next to you, motherfucker, koala bear. Saw a python going over you. Yeah, I want to check. But this us taking off up there. P Diddy doing his little time in jail, cuz he figuring some shit out, bro. He chilling, cuz.
But see, the thing about the type of connections that he has, when you poke this bear doesn't just bite you, it cripples you.
Man.
So he won't be able to achieve half of the things that he's just doing in leisure right now,
Man.
because it's all connections. What a lot of folk don't know is, in the industry, the clothes they wear, the cars they drive, the houses that they live in, all of it's basically given to them because they, you know, who they are. So a person like Diddy, hell, he finna start paying for that. And after this trial, the money won't be as long because this is a high profile case with some pretty big charges. The racketeering charge comes with a maximum life. The S trafficking 15, and the transportation to engage in professional 10 years. He what, 55?
Listen, that's what I'm
56.
saying. This nigga 55, bro. I ain't gonna say he meant to end up like this, not at all. But he was okay the way shit went. When he knew he was poking the motherfucking bear, he wasn't not aware. He knew what he was doing. He just didn't know which way to go. He had got
Naive.
so bored, he took a 50-50
that's what
chance.
it was.
He was naive.
The naiveness.
He took a 50-50 chance. He got so bored, he took a 50-50 chance. It didn't go his way.
Yeah.
It was a tail, not a head.
There's a lot of brothers in the industry and in the spotlight right now are going through this type of buck breaking.
Yeah, I'm bucking.
As some people have called it, when the big black man get too big for his britches, we got to break him in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So you know that there is a limit to
Somebody
your
on
ladder.
top of you. Somebody
Yeah.
on top
Straight
of you,
up.
boy.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's just what's going on. He peeked out.
Yeah.
He peeked out.
'Cause that was the
but
narrative.
he was okay with it, nigga. He been running. He been doing wrong. He been fucking people over. He been fucking niggas. It's over.
No
Shit,
one over there that was under that bad boy brand, like how they made the statement that now he's giving people their rights to
back.
their,
They publishing.
but shit.
Is he really?
Yeah, he did.
Exactly.
Right before all this happened,
he
he started
gave it
giving
to
out
him.
publishing.
But what is it worth? What value does it hold?
Yeah, at this point, if you ain't the Locks, Mary J.
Exactly.
Blige, Biggie, who gonna listen to you?
Exactly.
Mace ain't. I mean, we fuck with Mace maybe, but these new kids don't know Mace more than
Exactly.
that podcaster.
So it may look a way to the public eye, but what really
Yeah, man.
value does it hold?
Yeah, Faith Evans ain't touring no more. Her
Straight
music,
up.
you know, we listen to a few songs, but yeah, man, like he would try to do right, get his soul right. Do you remember the Love campaign?
Yeah.
Where he was Sean Love Combs. All he knew it was coming. He was trying to get his chakras right. He was
Yeah.
trying to get the ancestors back on his side because he had forgot about them.
Yeah. He went their way.
He did.
He went to the Caucasus Mountain.
He sure did. I remember the whole thing. Me and my wife was talking about. Something must be wrong. He must have did something because Sean Love. It was all love. He was in New York with the love and the heart sign and all this. It was like, bruh, what you did?
Yeah, you look at it like dirt. He seen it coming.
Yeah.
Now he want to rehabilitate. Stand up under the goddamn Islamic faith and all of this. Like
Yeah,
they be
man.
seeing it coming, but
Yeah,
man,
it's too late.
once that train derail, it's gonna crash. Like that train, it pick up so much momentum. Once it get going, a train. If you get on them tracks, that bitch just can't stop.
Nah,
It just can't stop.
it won't stop.
No, that bitch-
It won't stop
It's
until they
impossible.
crash. It's gonna
Yeah.
have to crash for it to stop. The momentum gonna take it off the tracks. You know
Straight
what I'm
up.
saying? that's contrarian, man. I hate it for the brother. I also hate it for Cassie. You know,
And she pregnant and getting ready to.
yeah, to have to relive some of this stuff,
Man.
even if you were complicit in some things. I don't necessarily know what her mindset was. What I see, she was getting handled wrong. So I'm gonna say she was being,
Bro,
yeah.
it was like she was 19. She was 19 when she first got introduced. They went on a trip to Miami. Like, this what was her testimony in the trial. She was 19. They went on a trip to Miami for her birthday with expectations of celebration, and she was met in the hallway by him approaching her in a sexual manner. He gave her fellatio, and like, he conquered her right there. She was like, that was the first time that she was introduced to illegal substances. You know what I'm saying? She's 19. She's a girl. She's not even a woman yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is Diddy,
Yeah.
the biggest in the game right now. So
Yeah.
the coercion, the manipulation, like,
Right,
that's
right.
simplicity.
Yeah.
When it comes to this, they was like, she was still forced to perform with what they call it, with vaginal problems and sores in her mouth and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story is monstrous.
Yeah.
It is monstrous. He is a super villain
Yeah.
of the worst kind. Like, not even the good. Like, the Joker ain't this bad, bro.
Man,
That nigga said the Joker.
I feel like we gotta peek into that world. Like, I'm a personally stand on these behaviors were taught to him. Like, this is a demonic, ritualistic world of their power. Like, we really, through Diddy, we got a glimpse into how they, and when I say they, I'm not just saying white people, but the quote unquote elite behave in their personal realms.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the negative characteristics that most cultures have were learned from them.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the island off the coast of Japan. But you can't go bother those people, right? They still living in their native natural way.
Natural way. Yeah.
They're not
The
doing
law of the land.
There you go. And anybody that approached the island, you getting killed.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna try to kill
Straight
you.
up. You ain't going.
You ain't gonna
You
go
gonna
for it.
contaminate it.
Yeah, so it's protected. And I look at that and I can see that when we, like with us as black people, the way that we are at each other's throats right now, the man and the woman, because a part of that case is creating conversations on that end as well. That is something, back in the beginning of feminism, that was the whole thing, that the white woman wanted to beat the white man. And they convinced our women to get on board by saying, hey, you don't need a man. You can be independent and
You
all
can
that.
beat a man.
You can be a feminist. You can beat a man. And here we are today, where we have in a
We were trying to beat niggas. That was going on.
Yeah.
and that was learned and taught, because before that we were families.
Yeah.
First, nothing was more important than the family structure. The man taking care of the family, the woman taking care of the house and making it a home. The kids being raised in a 2-parent structure.
Straight up.
Like, that was a big deal for our community until Section 8 and feminism. They kind of came close together. So out of this trial, you hear these conversations with people like we're having right now, just an open conversation about the facts that we've been given. If you're not just saying, hey, Diddy's wrong, he's going to jail, he's a trial, or he's wrong, or he should be convicted, then for some reason you're the problem.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of people in this community we live in jumping on black men for having an opinion to ask questions.
Yeah.
It ain't about, hey, I think that she lying. It's, well, yeah, it's wrong what he did.
Yeah.
But it's got to be more to it.
There's
You know what I'm
layers,
saying?
man.
It's got to be deeper, and we all know it is. It's an abusive situation, but it's also a situation that come with, like you said earlier, this is Diddy. Even when we were younger, not saying we would do no shit like this, but we all wanted to meet somebody to put us on.
Straight up.
Am I lying about
Logic of the game.
Somebody, and I know for us it's music. We trying to find somebody to put us on, get us close to the door, something. She ran up on Diddy.
Shot. She the biggest.
She ran up on Diddy. She is a singer and an artist. So, you know, that's coercion though.
Hey.
That's coercion and manipulation.
That song, Just Me and You. Now, man, I saw a girl, she was singing it and like just bringing the words to life. And like, I forgot how the words go, but that shit was basically painting a picture of those situations, how they played out. Like, dang, I forgot how the lyrics go to that song. But that shit was weird. Cause it was like, you heard how I do it. Now you goddamn want a piece of it. Cause you done heard through the grapevine.
Yeah.
And then, man, watching that shit too, like, I even saw 50. He stated like, shit, he been like, when he was doing This Is 50, he been got videos and pictures of Cassie, you know what I'm saying, in these situations.
That's one motherfucker I ain't never heard fucked up things about.
Straight up.
Yeah, he won't hurt.
He a big ass troll.
Yeah, he definitely troll.
He gonna tear your ass up on the internet.
He troll you if you act like a pussy, act like you got any kind of flaw in you. He on your ass.
Yeah, he at your throat and don't care.
Straight up.
Don't care nothing about it.
He a big dog.
But yeah, man, it's a very interesting situation. It's and in the grand scheme of things, I think it's a distraction.
Yeah, that too.
It is something we should have a conversation about, but we definitely should not stray from, you know, keeping an eye on the prize.
Man.
These are distractions. When stuff like this happen in front of you in broad daylight, I would think now this, you know, as we are in human evolution with the internet and stuff, we would know, okay, this is a distraction. The Diddy trial, all this fanfare is a sleight of hand. It's the man behind the curtain, like in the Wizard of Oz. So we have to go find the curtain.
Yeah, find the curtain.
You got to go find the curtain and see what the man doing back there. You know what I'm saying? And with the Shannon Sharp thing, that blew up. That's a distraction. You got to stay focused.
What's really going on?
What's really happening? You know what I'm saying? What bills are being signed? What moves are being made? What laws are being discussed that are being covered in the media by Diddy?
Because that's their main tactic. It's the distraction.
Yes. Confusion. Brother Dylan Fuller talks about that all the time, about how confusion is the number one weapon of the white supremacist structure.
Straight up.
As long as they can keep us fighting and arguing over something, they can do whatever they want
Straight
to.
up. Because we ain't paying attention to that because we too
emotionally involved in some nonsense
that don't even matter.
Nope.
Like, whether our opinion is right or wrong here, it really is not gonna be any gain from it.
We can't change shit about what's going on with Diddy.
No.
We put our finger in our foot and what's going on over there in that other side.
Straight up. We got a shot over there.
We got a shot over there.
We put the little dick shit in their face. They ain't do nothing about it, but it's so entertaining.
It's
they
entertaining. They gonna fight about it. The men gonna be talking and the women gonna get mad, and it's gonna be all this.
So when we do this, we can slide this right on in.
Yeah.
And
they ain't even paying attention.
They ain't even put their pencil and pen on this.
Man, dog.
But they can change this. So we're gonna throw this in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they can talk about this all day and have think pieces and break
but
down.
But they can't change it. They can't do nothing about it. They can't do nothing to help Diddy out.
No.
But they can change this over here. So we gotta throw this Diddy shit out there.
Yeah. That's always been the game.
That's the game with everything. Like,
hey, look, put yourself in them folks' shoes. Can you blame them? It work.
It's the greatest play in the
phenomenal.
It's amazing.
Phenomenal.
Hey, you talking about execution,
man?
Boy,
what?
Hey, Coach Belichick would be proud.
See for a field.
Now you executed that play with perfection, son. Jeez, run it again. Show these boys how you do it.
And they were so invested until they understood that I might not benefit from it in my lifetime, but my legacy is gonna live on.
Yup.
Like, it's that deep. Like,
put yourself in them
dog.
It's very deep.
Man.
You know, we we don't think about how you don't think about life how they do. Like you were saying, they thinking about their legacy.
Yeah.
You know, when we talk to each other in our community, it's what you see yourself doing in 10 years.
People won't even get life insurance.
And
'Cause
shit.
it won't even
They
involve
about 50
them.
when they my age.
And that's a big play that they've
Man.
been using for
Man, bro,
generations.
that's how they get
Put yourself in
ahead.
them
That's
folks' shoes.
that a good insurance policy can take care of the funeral, pay off debt, pay off houses, pay off property, and put your kids up to
Set 'em
own
up.
everything. Or if you own everything, it put them in position to bury you and then go invest and make some more money. But we be bullshitting on the life insurance, man.
Bullshit on life insurance.
You know, we bullshit on things that really can help our generations.
Us as Americans, we think about more shit that we have no
Control.
strength of changing.
Yeah.
Not even the first tad bit. Instead of thinking about the things we have the most control of changing.
Right.
Oh,
And it's so pitiful.
it's beautiful.
It's pitiful.
But that's a learned behavior, man. That's a
Yeah.
learned behavior. We've been,
And that's why
unfortunately,
we have the conversations for the culture.
that matter, man.
That matter
That matter. We gotta understand, bro. We got the power to handle what needs to be handled, but we've been trained to
Give a fuck
use
about
that energy
for more shit
about things that don't even matter.
that doesn't fucking matter.
And you know, are y'all familiar with the Miss Shirley that's on TikTok doing the boots on the ground dance?
Dang.
The little girl?
Yeah.
The white Caucasian girl?
No.
She ain't.
Wait. It's a 4-year-old black girl.
Oh, no.
Oh, I ain't seen
There's
that.
two subjects she trending about: the little red dress. Have you seen the red dress situation?
I have, yeah.
And the boots on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, I done heard that name before.
What about her?
Well, that's not the child's name, all right? It's a 4-year-old little girl. She's a baby. She's a toddler. She went viral for doing the boots on the ground line dance with the
Oh.
fan. So her mom leaned heavily into that and started making videos and teaching her to dance and all kind of things like that. And eventually she, started getting bookings. Well, she's being booked only for adult parties. And when she do the step, she don't do the steps. Correct me if I'm wrong, TK. She's not doing the steps, but she's waiting for the parts that she just shouldn't be doing, and she do them well.
Yeah.
I see them women when they pop the fan, they be popping thighs and stuff with the fan too. She ready to do that part.
Yeah.
There's a little dip that the women do.
Yeah.
She's ready to do that part. But when it's time to kind of step and turn, she really
ain't
ain't
got
as
that.
coordinated,
Yeah.
right? So the community is saying, why are you selling your daughter?
Man.
And then I don't know if you knew this, TK. She's on OnlyFans now.
Who got OnlyFans?
Her mama made her OnlyFans for her. Now, I'm not saying she's doing anything that OnlyFans models typically do, but she's in a place where OnlyFans models subscribers are.
Yeah, the subscribers.
Yeah,
They're looking
What
for
the
that
fuck?
type.
yeah.
Yeah.
So-
she's in that environment. Yeah.
And my wife was like, why she ain't just go to YouTube or TikTok? I was like, because OnlyFans is the quickest way to the check.
Yeah.
They gonna pay, they coming. Now OnlyFans get that cut, but it go to you.
Yeah.
YouTube got to do some things first, then that's send you a check. Same shit, but
Bigger process, longer
a
process.
little longer
Cut
process.
that shit out.
Yeah.
Man,
So
that's crazy as fuck.
and there's some videos out there that show where she taught the little girl to say, I ain't worried about no haters. I'ma keep stepping, all this kind of stuff. And then she did a video to Johnny Gill's, my. It's weird, bro. And
The part where he said, put on your red dress, put on your perfume and your high heels, and she got the little girl doing it. When I seen it, I was blown away.
And it's a lot of black women saying stop, but it's also black women saying mind your business, let her do what she want to do. And there ain't no father nowhere to be found.
You
No,
can't.
he's in the picture.
Where's the father? I ain't
He's
seen
in
no.
the picture. Like, if you look at some of the videos, he's around.
Now see, there have been reports that might not be him because she been running up the random men. because she's so used to being around grown folk giving her attention now that when a man say, "Come give me a hug and take a picture," she do it.
Man, hey, look.
But her mama gotta be like,
It's the chase that never ends, man.
The way that she is raising this little girl. At first in her life, it seemed like she might be on the wild side, but she gonna see what life is about. Maybe around 12, 13, if it ain't caught her too fast, and she gonna straighten out and be a pleasant grown.
We hope.
Bro, that's the story. Look at all the child superstars, the Olsen twins. Man, once that industry, like once you get in that industry, especially as a child, man.
But look at Justin Bieber. Look at Britney Spears.
The quicker you figure it out.
No,
But the thing is,
it ain't never
don't
worked
go
like
like
that.
that in that industry.
It ain't never.
It ain't
It
never
don't go
worked like that for no
because
kid.
you gotta handle her. So you gotta understand when especially at her age, you are
She's tiny though, like
Bro,
that's a little.
She's
bit.
a baby.
Yeah, that's a baby.
you in the state of mind
That
to
is-
where you
and I
don't even
agree
have
with it
the
at all.
ability
Like,
to.
The mom should definitely find another way to make money before you keep doing this bullshit.
Yeah, but
But
the
who
mom,
are we to
obviously the
say?
mom is consumed with the stardom, the chasing the bag. Like she see this is a way to financial gain.
Yeah.
So without she's
She don't find no
selling
wrong in
her
it.
she's selling her daughter, she giving her daughter to the industry, because what's gonna happen is once she get so big, the calls are gonna start coming in.
They already coming in.
You know what
That's
I'm
the
saying?
thing. She going out to all these trail rides and bars and lounges, and ain't no children around. She
That's
just
how it
doing a
go.
step with adults. And I was gonna say to your point, the mother is on the internet where her tongue got all this kind of stuff. So she's complicit in it.
She already
Yeah.
on it.
She
That was
lost
she
it
on.
in it.
Yeah.
She teaching the bullshit to the child.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, yeah, no child from that got into the industry has come out normal. Not one.
Not one.
Britney Spears is a prime example. Justin Bieber is another one. You look at hell, Michael Jackson. nigga.
Shit, what's on
Take Bow
Michael
Wow.
Jackson.
What wrong with Bow Wow?
Bow Wow? I can Bow Wow. I ain't gonna say he ain't messed up, but
He crashed out
What's
every
wrong
now
with
and then.
Romeo?
Lil Romeo might. Well, see, Romeo didn't make it that far.
yeah.
Romeo got a taste and got out.
But look at what's the nigga name? The
Romeo went and played basketball in
Yeah,
college.
he
Yeah, he was in college.
what's the nigga
Okay, he
name?
kinda tasted
The
that
nigga that's so Raven.
Like,
Dad Master P.
Oh,
Dad put him out of there quick.
Orlando Brown. Orlando
Yeah,
Brown.
He fucked
Like,
up.
he
But ain't nothing
throw.
wrong with Corey. That's
Corey
alright.
who? That's who we talking about. Orlando Brown.
No, that was Raven brother.
Nah, that was
Kyle
the.
Massey. That's what you talking about.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. Did you hear about him?
See,
But
okay.
it's gonna be a few, but the majority,
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
it though. I
the
get it.
majority is fucked over.
I get
The
it.
bigger ones, the ones who made it, like
Yeah.
got big, they fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
You like
They don't even look.
look, Usher holds it well, but when they
Yeah.
talk about stuff, you can tell. Yeah, I didn't like how I was
Straight
being
up.
treated as a child. And when they asked him, would you let Diddy go? Would you let your son go with it?
No.
No. He said
Hell
it
no.
vehemently. No,
He
hell
what?
no.
He said what?
He said it vehemently. No, hell no.
Straight
I'm not.
up.
I had no chance.
Yeah.
So that tell you right there that
Ain't no fucking way.
ain't no way out of it. And man, like the way they pushing the different sexual things out there or whatever, this is where that stuff gets hidden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where they trying to put these kids in front of these weirdos.
Yeah.
And my biggest concern is like when we do this in our community and then, you know, the black people, the black men and black women say, hey, let's not do that to our babies. There's backlash. Like, don't do that. We're going to do what we want to do. And then on the flip side, after you said mind your business, you'll ask, why don't men protect us? The man came to protect you and you said, get out my business.
Straight up.
He came to protect your baby too.
Right.
And you said, get out my business.
Right.
Now you want the protection.
Right.
That's the stuff that be coming out of all of this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Whenever there's a big case or Miss Shirley, that always bubbles out of it. It's always mind your business, mind your business. come help.
Yeah, but it's too late now.
It's too late. I showed up and you didn't even invite me. I came to help.
Yeah.
I came with love.
And you told me.
And you told me to shut up.
I didn't ask you to do that.
Yeah.
Huh?
You told me to shut up and go home. I ain't bad. Next time I will do that. You know? She need to get that child off the internet. Get that child off OnlyFans. Quit bullshitting. Quit making the type of people we don't need in our community.
You're gonna regret it when it really matters. It's gonna break your heart.
But we don't know. We don't know how this shit gonna end.
We don't.
But
we only are speculating and talking about our opinions and how we feel about it. We know as parents we couldn't do that.
I blame. Yeah, you right. That's it.
That's what we know.
I blame you for doing it, mama. But if that's your bag, you get in it and do it well. Make sure your daughter is successful at however you're teaching her to be.
Make sure
If
your
that's
daughter's
what the fuck
protected.
you're gonna
Make
do.
sure she's protected.
Yeah. I'll do all the right thing. You can't do bad and do fucked up shit. You got to do good and do fucked up. You got to do bad and do good shit.
Yeah,
you
because you're gonna be invested in wherever your aim is.
Yeah.
In that industry, bro, like even if it's unconsciously, like you putting the little girl in a predatory situation because she has no sense of, she doesn't have any control because she was a child. And what sells, especially when it comes to girls, ding ding ding.
Yeah.
Like that's their only objective is to sell. So they're gonna aim and push towards
The
what
highest
sells.
dollars, right.
And what sells.
Right.
Sex sells.
Right.
That's definitely something they've been pushing. They want the woman to be as far away from natural as
Straight
possible.
up.
Be out here selling it, bust it open, make it, and no one cares.
Straight up.
There are consequences. There always
So
have
salute
been.
to
You
all
look at
natural
the
women.
you look at
Everybody.
the musicians, like the musicians that the female musicians that aren't explicit
Busting it
with,
open.
you know what I'm saying?
They're a little more broke.
Yeah, they don't make it as
They're a
far
little
as
less
the,
broke.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Because
you gonna
at the end of the
morals,
day-
or you gonna have a bigger bag.
Yeah.
You got bigger morals, or you gonna have a bigger bag.
And you know what sucks about it is these days the common listener is listening to what they're being told to listen to.
Yeah.
They're not really going out trying to find
Tapping
new
in for
music. No, they just this on the radio. This what they say hot. This what I'm gonna bump.
Yeah.
But the common person is
I feel
being
like it's
living
changing.
how they're being told to
Yes,
live.
I was just about to say those frequencies start to impact how you think,
I feel like
how
it's
you.
changing though. I don't feel like it's like that no more. I feel like people are starting to come out of that. Like a lot more people are tapping into the higher side of music than the lower side. Like a lot of people, I be hearing now, they be like, bro, I don't want to hear that shit.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like I ain't
Yeah.
trying to listen to that. Cause it's getting old and it's been going on for so long. I think people just burnt out.
Yeah.
Like, damn, how many times we gonna kill a nigga, shoot a nigga
Yeah.
before somebody be like, all right, put the gun down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
eventually you get tired. For real.
We just had a situation here in Troy where some brothers, ain't with us no more. Cause, for what?
Elaborate.
Let me pull it up here.
'Cause
They were some of my son's
The
classmates.
influences of the goddamn this music, basically, that's all that's going on.
Then what's going on?
And I used to get online and be the kind of person that say, man, we can't be letting our kids listen to all this kind of music, and people around would say, man, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? We listen to what we want to listen to. I'm like, but I'm saying the frequencies there.
Man.
There are chants and mantras being done in some of the music
Energy.
that you really don't want you just to be indulging in.
I'm saying
up.
you can listen to some
Yeah.
Rod Wave and be like,
Bro.
Yeah.
And they don't, like,
you
the
listen
people
to
that
some
say that,
Young Boy and be like,
they don't even understand
and
the
it's just is what it is.
energetic level of these things, of what's really happening.
They
Yeah.
do, but that's where they want to be. You feel
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
even feel like it's where they want to be. I feel like they just don't know what's going on.
But they get it. Like people get it. That's how they want to feel.
That's what they say, bro.
Huh?
That's I've been told that
Oh.
about the type of music that we making here sometime. Man, it's dope, man, but I be wanting to vibe. I like, nigga, it is a vibe. I just ain't talking dumb shit. Like,
Straight up.
I get that you might not get it, but it's a vibe.
It's my vibe.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It just ain't
how I vibe.
it ain't a vibe on syrup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't a vibe on
Yeah.
pills. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a vibe on Molly. It ain't a vibe on fentanyl.
Just light your blunt.
It's just like your blunt up, bro.
Alright.
So
So you gotta tap in. You gotta know who you are. And if that ain't you and you don't like being that way, but that's what you know, figure out your way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna take, figuring out your way.
Because naturally, bro, we gotta understand naturally, these lower aspects of us ain't the original aspect of us. Like, this shit is taught. Like, you gotta understand repetition and consistency. That's why it ain't a vibe to them, because that ain't the vibe that they've been repeatedly and consistently being consumed with.
Right.
So, yeah, this ain't what they used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they vibing to what they used to. You gonna vibe to what you used to.
Straight up.
You used to change
Unconsciously, at a point, I would vibe to what I'm used to, but now that I'm aware, I'm a vibe to what I would see that would elevate me. That's why I say they just don't know what's really going on, because they accepting just what they used to. Just like we said last, don't nobody give a fuck about how you is. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck how you is. Like, I ain't gotta deal with how you is.
No.
So
I don't gotta cut nothing back.
Straight up.
Nothing at all.
It just come to a point of knowing, man, and willing to grow.
Yeah.
You know, we definitely got to make sure we taking care of the next generation. The internet, the music, the television, TV ain't that bad. Movies ain't that bad, but the internet and the music, you got to be careful what you let your kids listen to and what you're feeding them, because it definitely can have a heavy influence in 2025 and beyond.
You'll definitely think you have a shitty life if you let the internet control you.
Man, what you say?
You know, and those people that you're looking at like they're popping shit, their life is shit.
They only showing you a piece of what they want to show you.
That's only a clip.
You know, it's just like when when you see the girls that's filtered up and makeup up and all that stuff, she ain't gonna look like that when you see her.
Yeah, my cousin made a snap the other day. He said, "Man, you got bitches out here catfishing that, man. I ain't never seen it like that, man. You know, niggas usually act like this, act like that. You get around this bitch, she 20% of who you seen."
Man, what you say?
Motherfucker got rings around her eye like a raccoon. Goddamn. Woke up to a whole nother mother. God damn. Shit.
You didn't look like that.
Motherfucker wanna ball up in the goddamn corner, start kicking at them motherfuckers. Get back. Damn, beside Dracula.
That nigga said Dracula, goddamn.
Oh, man.
The internet got people competing with people that don't exist.
Man.
For lack of better words. This person that you saying, I want to be like them, that's a fairy tale, even in their life. So how can you achieve something that don't exist?
Man. It's an illusion.
Yeah. But yeah, man. That whole situation, man, is crazy with the Diddy stuff. And Miss Shirley, I just hope we make better decisions as a people moving forward. Try not to get tempted. I mean, hell, at this point, man, if you're an artist and you ain't selling your own music and merch, you missed the bus. You don't have to get signed to a record label. You don't need a Diddy. You don't need a T.I. You don't need none of these weirdos to do, especially if you're a girl. Especially, I'm going to say this again. If you're a female, if you're a woman artist, whether you rap, sing, whatever, make beats, you going to get paid fast.
You got the upper hand.
You got the advantage. The internet is set up for you to win. Get on there, show your talent,
Man, you gotta
sing,
do it, beat your feet.
and that's it. You don't need a Diddy. You don't need nobody to co-sign you. Fuck all the haters in your small town. Fuck the people around you that don't believe in you. Get out there and find them strangers.
Man, what?
Go find the strangers, man. You don't have to sell your soul no more. You don't have to do that.
Don't have to.
Even though you can, that's not a good idea. You'll probably end up in a situation like this though.
Like Tory, I feel like the reason Tory, he beat the system.
How did he beat the system?
Because he cut them out the loop. Like, he started doing and then displaying his methods of this personal game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you strike the king, you got to kill him.
I don't think he was big enough to that.
He wasn't big enough for
Yeah.
it, but he
You're a
had
king
made
in your own
success.
village now.
Huh?
You're a king in your own village.
And that's fine. You just can't be bigger than the king out here. That's what Diddy did. He tried
Yeah.
to go at the big.
That's the point.
Yeah.
It's like the
That's
sovereign
the point.
citizens. Like, if that's where you gonna be at, you can't bring that and operate in their world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know, man. That Tory and Meg thing, that's definitely something that's a big conversation too, man. Like, there was a trial, right?
Yeah.
Did he take the stand?
I
He
don't
took the
know.
stand and said he did it.
I know it's some new facts that they saying coming out.
I don't
I
even.
don't think he said he did. I don't know. Look it up.
I gotta, because I'm like, there was a trial. He was a witness. They had to cross-examine. That's how it
Yeah.
go. Unless he.
Did he take
what was
the
his
stand?
plea? What was his plea? What did he plead?
No.
Did he
No
take
contest?
a plea?
I don't know.
I think he lost at a jury trial. I don't know. He might have did take a plea deal to only get 10 years.
That's crazy, man. Because I was like, how you got some new information that's gonna come out and all of a sudden,
Afterward.
yeah, like where was these people when the trial was going
They
on?
said the security guard gave a statement saying that the other girl confessed to them personally that she
Okay.
did it.
He pled not guilty.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought so.
Yeah, he went to trial.
Okay, he was convicted of 3 felony charges, but he did plead not guilty.
Did he eventually take a plea deal at the end, or did he lose the trial?
Let me see. It says he was convicted. It didn't say nothing about him taking a plea deal. Let me see. Several minutes he described it as
You know, even with the taking the plea, the taking the plea is the conviction.
yeah.
So his plea deal was what?
He got sentenced to 10 years for shooting Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plea deal because
Yeah.
to lose that trial, you know, they gonna sock it
Yeah,
to
they
your
knocked him
ass.
over. Yeah, you're right. I can't find the words, but you're right. Usually when you take a plea, they give you something that you can come back from.
Yeah, that you lose.
Yeah, they're gonna put you
Gonna
under the
sock
jail.
it
As
to
a
the-
black man, they're gonna put you under the jail.
Yeah, that's where them 50s and 30s come from.
Yeah.
When you lose at a jury trial.
I don't know, man. Like
Bring that money out.
Yeah.
like I said, I find it weird. I find it very strange that it's just all of a sudden new evidence is gonna free him. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I ain't seen nothing solid that supports his true information. So
They did have a press conference about it though. His lawyers.
yeah, but they ain't released nothing. They just said
His
they
ass
got something.
hit up.
They just said they got something that's gonna change it. And my only question is, why didn't you drop that when you was in the courtroom the first time? Like that when it mattered. Man, I got stabbed now.
Man, with no connections to the stabber, but the person who stabbed him has a history of this. So to me, that shit look like they put somebody on
Well,
it.
people
man.
that have a history of stabbing can be paid to stab when they're in
That's what
there.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, they can easily be bought. Yeah, I do it. I do it all the
Yeah.
time.
They
This
say
is what I
that
do,
nigga
cuz.
goddamn-
Look, I'm a stabber. I got 19 shanks under my pillow. What's up? Which one you want me to use? I got the
Say
short
that
one,
nigga
the long
had
one.
Tory by his got Tory had on a hoodie, and he caught him by the hoodie, by the hood part, and you know that's like goddamn motherfucker got you by your dreads, like
Yeah.
they got.
Come here.
He
Control.
end up coming up out of the hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
He got that bitch off on, him,
Yeah.
and that's how he got away.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
He totally hit that nigga up.
Make better choices.
Bang bang.
Make better choices, man. And I can't remember the law, but there's some new bills being passed in Alabama that's going to give police officers a little more immunity when they bust.
Man,
So if you're listening and you young brother, young sister out there, be careful. In
Yeah.
Alabama, they got a little more immunity for when they use excessive force.
Hey.
I'm not sure what the bill is called off the top of my head. Give me a second.
in the meantime, shout out Alabama. We the first state to pass the overtime motherfucking shit.
I thought, when did she pass that?
That shit was last week. Yeah.
Past what now?
Ain't no tax on overtime.
I thought they
State.
voted that down because that's where some of the education money come from. I'm about to look that up too. So it's an expanded police immunity law, HB 202. It adds new definitions for courts to determine whether an officer is justified in the use of force and immune from prosecution. Immune, meaning, hey, I blow your head off, and these people who are my friends. No, if these people who are my peers already feel like I was justified, I ain't even got to go to court.
Oh man.
We ain't even got to go to court. We're gonna talk to the police people.
You say you can hurt my baby, and if he fuck with you enough, it's okay.
It's okay. So we got to be careful. We got to make sure we do right. We got to make sure we tread wisely. And Alabama overtime law.
They go down. Hold on.
TK, man, what's up, man? What's on your mind, man?
I'm gonna send it to you. This the goddamn shit I had, so.
Battlefield.
These folks want to know what's going on with the battlefield, man.
Shit.
Just give them a little insight
It's
of what
May 23rd, 9 p.m. If you an artist and you trying to lock in, pull up. We going song for song. So don't be scared. We going song for song.
Bring your A game,
Y'all
man.
look like I can't be a part of this motherfucker because I come take the title, no question. I'm just letting y'all know now. But I'm not going to be a part of it, so y'all come get that. You feel me? We going to have a good time. Have y'all 3 songs ready. Don't come up here asking no questions. Just do your thing, man. We going to have a good time. That's it. That's all. Talk to Big Brother Quise if you got any problems.
Okay, so they did. It is the first state to pass overtime tax exemption. Hey, shout out to my son, man. That was up, boy. He finna make dollar bills.
Shout out to me.
Yikes.
They're gonna put an extra goddamn couple dollars on that one.
That what's up.
Guaranteed goddamn at least 8 hours every.
Salute to the hourly
so
workers,
if your
man.
business that you are working with is out of Alabama and you travel and you did a month job in Michigan, is your money taxed or no?
Oh, wow.
No.
You working out of
Okay,
Alabama.
you saying if I work for a trucking company and I take a load to Michigan, do I get paid? Yeah, because you
Your
work
license out of
for a
Alabama.
trucking company in Alabama.
Yeah.
Period.
So they're gonna
So
pay
if
you.
I work in Alabama and I had to go to New
Yeah.
Hampshire for 3 weeks.
If you working for an Alabama company, I believe
Yeah,
so.
the company licensed out of Alabama.
Shout out to everybody, man.
I can't believe we the first state to do
Man,
something
what?
good.
Man, what?
Dang.
That's a
That
big
caught
deal.
me by surprise.
I'm shocked. I thought they were gonna vote it down. They were saying that some of the money came from that for education. But
One thing about them folks in Alabama, they know how to get that dollar.
they know how to get that dollar up out of us, boy.
Man,
That's what they know how to do.
They know how to get that
that's the
dollar.
least they can give to their workers.
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out to people working hourly, man. It's finna get that extra cheese. Uncle Sam can't get it. That what's up, man. So, once again, the battlefield is this Friday. We hope to see everybody there. We hope to see some amazing artists. Your host, Big Brother Quise, judges, Keys, Lightfoot, Little Mobster. You know how we do. DJ Chosen will be on the boards playing your music and music in between 9 o'clock to 12 a.m. 704 East Academy Street,
BWB Square.
May 23rd. BWB Square,
It's
and
going down.
come in peace or leave with the police or in pieces.
Or in pieces.
Whichever happens first. So, anybody else got anything to say about the Diddler, Miss Shirley? Kids need to be taken
And
care
we
of.
have the conversations that matter to the who.
The culture.
Let's get it, man.
I'm just gonna say one thing before we go. Take yourself seriously. Take life seriously. Take your family seriously. Take your choices seriously. A dark time may be coming, and you don't want to be looking back and saying, "God damn it, I wasted a few choices." That's it. Y'all have a good night. We appreciate y'all for joining us. Get better every day, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.